What's up, everybody? Justin here. Sadly, this is my tribute show to Bray Wyatt. Can't believe I'm saying this. The late, great Bray Wyatt has passed away and died. He passed away Thursday. It was announced by Triple H on Twitter X that Bray passed. Tragic. So many wrestlers that worked with Bray closely. I mean, so many that did not work with him that much even spoke out about his death. Mick Foley was one of them. Mick Foley said he was honored that Bray started using the mandible claw as his finish when he returned. Wyndham, Lawrence, Rotundo passed away August 24th, 2023. Again, just absolutely tragic. I don't have the words. I still don't have the words to describe how shocking it was and is that he's gone. I did not think I would shed any tears and cry, because I don't cry much. Nothing wrong with crying. When you cry, it's good. It's good for you to let it all out. Let out the emotions. Don't keep that in. And I don't care if guys or men were made fun of a while ago for crying. Like, when I was growing up, you were made fun of if you cried as a guy. You were made fun of by your friends. They'd make fun of you. That's just how it was growing up in late 80s, early 90s, and the 90s. Even like early 2000s, you were still made fun of. When I was in high school, if you cried. If you just got emotional about someone dying, you would get made fun of as a guy, which is stupid. Just stupid. I can't even understand it. Why that happened a long time ago, like 2 decades ago. You were called, just made fun of and just called a pussy for crying. Just stupid shit. You're not a pussy if you cry. So, yeah, I didn't think I would, but that video package WWE played for the SmackDown tribute of Bray Wyatt, that video tribute of him, I cried, I broke down. It's live on video. My reaction to the Bray Wyatt tribute video, I broke down and cried because it just hit me. It hit me. The guy returned last year. Returned in Philly. Extreme Rules. Got a huge reaction, huge pop, because he's a main event huge star. He was and is a huge main event star. I can't say is because he's gone, but he was a huge, huge top guy. And WWE did not push him a ton. They could have pushed him a lot more. It's like they started pushing him and then they stopped. They started, they stopped. They started, they stopped. It's like when he won the WWE Championship. That was great. Awesome moment. Fans loved it for him. He deserved it. but he didn't hold the WWE Championship long. Then he won the Universal title. Sadly, he dropped it pretty quick. But anyways, Wyndham Rotunda was born May 23rd, 1987, after I was born. I was born 83. But man, he was so close to my age. I was a massive fan of his and his work. I thought he's great. Just really, really great and a creative genius. From the Wyatt family to the Fiend to him returning. Just so damn good. He was around only about 10 years. I think 10 years. I'll find out the date of the Wyatt family debut on the main roster, but let's say he's in the company only 10 years. He left a fucking huge impact that will be remembered forever. The stuff he did and came up with. I guarantee you no creative team, and not Vince, came up with the Firefly Funhouse and all those ideas Bray came up with. The theme music, Bray Wyatt, I heard, picked the theme music for the Wyatt family and for his return. Those two themes are epic. And just, those two themes were a huge part of his character. Huge. The music, it was so good. And last night, before I went to bed, I watched a little bit of Terry Funk promos. And I watched the Wyatt family debut on Raw, Attack Kane. Because, I recorded the Wyatt's debut in 2013, I believe. I recorded a ton of Wyatt family stuff when they debuted. I recorded it on DVD. So I have all their debut on DVD. A lot of their matches, most of them. Even though you can watch it on Peacock, I got the original airing on DVD of basically Bray's whole career. And I watched their debut back. And the next week, they attacked R-Truth. I forgot about that, but it was great to watch. Great memories. The short video before they debuted of a cameraman like in an abandoned house or the house of the Wyatts was following Luke Harper. Man, that sucks. Luke Harper's gone. Only Eric Rowan and Braun Strowman are alive to let and have the Wyatt family legacy live on through Braun and Eric Rowan. It's horrible for Eric Rowan. The guy lost two brothers. Not as tragic as his family losing Bray, his family, and JoJo and his kids and his friends. That's the worst part, is that his family lost him. And now his kids don't have a father. But they will be told when they grow up, they will be told a ton of great stories about their dad, I'm sure. Because the guy was loved by everybody in the company, everybody that he worked with, he was loved by everybody. He was not a jerk. He was not an ass. He was not an a-hole. He was a damn good guy. He's like a locker room leader. And everybody loved him. And you could argue, I did see a quote that I'm not a fan of Vince Russo, but I don't hate the guy. But yeah, Vince Russo actually said Bray Wyatt is the greatest character WWE ever had in the history of the company. And I think I have to agree. Bray, I think, is bigger than The Undertaker. The Undertaker gimmick and character. Yes, of course. You can't compare because Undertaker had a 30-year run. But I'm talking about their gimmicks. Their characters are iconic. And Bray was only around 10 years. But he had the Wyatt family character. And the rocking chair, the eater of worlds. The whole world's in his hands. He had that character. Then he went to the Fiend. That was great. A new character, the Fiend. Then he came back last year. Again, reinvented himself. Came out as a new character. With a new mask. Uncle Howdy look in the mask. And then Uncle Howdy debuted. And Bray and Uncle Howdy, they probably would have feuded. I don't know. They were either working, I think they were working together. Because Uncle Howdy jumped on a LA Knight at the Rumble, or maybe missed. I forgot what he did. I know he jumped off a balcony thing. Or a scaffold. But, yeah, three main characters. Bray Wyatt had the Wyatt family Bray, the Fiend. And then when he returned at Extreme Rules, he had a different look. He was kind of like himself, like he was fighting inside. Was he Bray Wyatt? Was he himself? Or was he Uncle Howdy? I don't know. I'll never know. I don't know what the storyline plans were for Uncle Howdy and Bray. I wish I knew. Were they going to feud? And was it going to be revealed Uncle Howdy was his brother? And then the brothers would have feuded? That would have been good shit. Or were they going to team and be tag champs? I don't know. But, 36 years old, Bray Wyatt was taken too fucking soon. One of the most talented, creative wrestlers of all time. Taken at 36. I feel we were robbed. Us fans. We were robbed of seeing what he would do in the future. We were absolutely robbed. And I'm sure if I was his family, his brother, I would absolutely feel robbed that he was taken too soon. He was taken from his family and JoJo too soon. Taken from his friends too soon. Passed away in Florida. He was born in Florida. Again, he was born May 23rd, 1987. Passed away August 24th, 2023. I can't believe Bray's gone. The guy was almost my age, a couple years younger. Absolutely tragic. I'm trying to see who he was trained by Barry Windham. He was actually trained by Barry Windham and Florida Championship Wrestling and NXT. I'm sure his dad helped him a lot also. And Dusty Rhodes helped him a lot. And some might not know, but Bray Wyatt was a third-generation wrestler. And out of his legendary family, his dad was Mike Rotundo, IRS. Great worker, his dad. Great worker. Really great wrestler, his dad. His uncle, Barry Windham. Absolutely great worker. Really great. Great wrestler in the 80s and early 90s. And his grandfather was Black Jack Mulligan. So I will definitely say Bray Wyatt, out of his family wrestling tree, his brother Bull, wrestler also. Out of his family, Bray Wyatt absolutely was a natural, and the biggest star out of the family. Was a world champion for WWE. Had great feuds. So, yeah. I'm going to talk about... I don't know where to start. Before he got into wrestling, he was a big, great, huge college football player. He was really, really good college or not college, but great football player. I don't know why. I don't know. He thought he'd never get drafted in the NFL. I don't know why he stopped, but he was a great football player. Let's talk about his debut in the when NXT was like a reality show, and it was stupid. It had pros teaching the rookies. Not a bad concept, but it was not that good. It's just regular black and gold NXT. They had them like running in obstacle courses, and that was stupid to me. I just wanted to see them wrestle. So, anyways, he was June 2nd, 2010. He joined NXT under the name Husky Harris. His pro was Cody Rhodes, actually. I totally forgot that. Cody was his pro. And my God, Cody Rhodes and Bray's family, mostly Dusty against Barry Windham. They absolutely had great matches. So he made his in-ring debut in a tag team matchup where, so it's Husky Harris with Cody Rhodes against MVP and Percy Watson. So then, Husky Harris actually turned heel. I forgot a lot of this stuff because I didn't watch the first season of NXT. I watched it, but I haven't watched it since, so I forgot a lot of this stuff. He attacked a Matt Striker and turned heel. So, yeah. Before wrestling, Bray Wyatt was a state wrestling champ, or he won a state wrestling championship at 275 pounds. So he was a great amateur. He also played football as a defensive tackle and guard, where he played 2 seasons. His second, and earning second team All-American honors. He earned a football scholarship to Troy University, where he played college football for 2 years. He left Troy 27 credit hours short of earning a bachelor's degree after he decided to become a professional wrestler. And my God, that was the right decision that he made. So let's skip. He actually joined. He was part of the Nexus on the main roster in November 2010. That was pretty cool, I thought. But then he'd get taken off the main roster, sent down to NXT in Florida, or Florida Championship Wrestling. He was down there in 2011 and 2012. He was wearing a hockey mask. I don't remember that gimmick, but I didn't see a ton of Florida Championship Wrestling. I only saw like under 10 or 20 episodes. But he was under a mask as Axel Mulligan. The character never made it to TV, so no wonder why I never saw him. I didn't know that. But after FCW was the Wyatt family in NXT and the main roster. He's part of the Wyatt family in 2012 to 2014. He was Bray Wyatt was repackaged as Bray Wyatt as in FCW. And then FCW was rebranded into NXT. Bray Wyatt debuted on the July 11th, 2012 episode of rebooted NXT. I remember seeing Bray and the Wyatts in NXT, and I was absolutely mesmerized and thought they were really good together. Really cool gimmick. Just very different. And just felt like they were a horror movie coming to life. It was like you were watching a horror movie. And Luke Harper, great worker for a big man. Eric Rowan, very good teaming with him. I believe they were NXT tag champs, Rowan and Harper. I think. I'm pretty sure they were. And they lost, yes. July 17th. It was taped June 20th, but it aired July 17th, I believe, of 2012. July 17th episode. I should watch it back, but I did watch it at the time, I remember. Luke Harper and Rowan lost the tag titles to Neville and Corey Graves. So then, let's go to May 27th. Before they made their in-ring debut, showed up at Raw. Before that, WWE started airing vignettes saying the Wyatt family was debuting soon. And it was showing the Wyatt family's backwoods origins, and Rowan wearing a lamb sheep mask. July 8th episode of Raw, 2013, I believe. The Wyatts made their debut, attacked Kane, and I thought that was great. Great debut. Before their music would hit their entrance on the video screen showing, and then that music hitting. The music was so great for the Wyatts. It was so well done. I believe at WrestleMania 30 or 31, the guys that wrote the Wyatt music performed it. That was awesome. It's an awesome song, I think. So, yeah, the Wyatts at Survivor Series, Harper and Rowan lost to Punk and Daniel Bryan. And let me skip forward. The Wyatts would cost John Cena his World Heavyweight Championship against Randy Orton and attacking Cena after it. This is the start of 2014. This was awesome. This was probably the Wyatts' best match and their best feud. The Wyatts took on the Shield at Elimination Chamber. That was such good shit. The crowd was on fire. They would meet again. The Wyatts and the Shield would wrestle on a Monday Night Raw from Chicago, I believe, before WrestleMania 30. Or maybe after it. I'm not sure. But, yeah. The Shield, the Wyatt stuff was so good. And Bray's feud with John Cena was just absolutely great, I thought. And then in 2014, 2015, the new face of fear, Bray Wyatt. I thought he should have ended the Undertaker's streak. He shouldn't have lost to Taker at 31, but he did. He should have ended the Undertaker's streak at 31. And Taker shouldn't have lost to Brock, but that's past history that you could argue over. So, Bray was he was great as a singles. He was great in the Wyatt family. Then the Wyatts would return in 2015 and 16 at Money in the Bank, where Bray Wyatt interfered and attacked Roman Reigns, who defeated him in a qualifying match on Raw. Then at Battleground, Bray defeated Roman with the help of Wyatt family. And he had to return with just Luke Harper. Or reform, yeah. Luke Harper, Eric Rowan was injured, I believe. Yeah, I think he's injured. Anyways. TLC, this was damn good. Damn good. Damn entertaining. I'm going to watch it back tonight. I'm going to take a picture of this date of the show so I can find it on Peacock. So, TLC 2014, I think. Maybe 15. I don't know. But TLC, the Wyatt family defeated Team ECW in an 8-man tag team elimination tables match. Bray and Luke Harper then lost to Brock at Roadblock in March. I don't remember that. I don't ever remember Brock stepping in the ring with Bray or Luke Harper. But he did. Then we had the new Wyatt family, SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Luke Harper, Bray Wyatt, and Randy Orton. That was good shit, I thought. Those three together because Eric Rowan was out. Bray Wyatt, WWE Champion. He won the WWE Championship at... I think it's a Elimination Chamber. I'm not sure. So I'm trying to look it up here. Elimination Chamber. Bray Wyatt won the WWE Championship, defeating John Cena, AJ Styles, The Miz, Dean Ambrose, and Baron Corbin in an Elimination Chamber match. And the crowd absolutely went nuts. It was great. I mean, everything Bray did was damn good and will be remembered forever. The Wyatt family, his singles run is Bray Wyatt, back with the Wyatt family, back with Luke Harper, and then Randy Orton and joined. That was good shit. And then when Matt Hardy and Jeff came back, he was teaming with Matt Hardy. They won the tag titles. Delete and Bray Wyatt were together. That was a hell of a team. That was really entertaining. Then he reinvented himself as a Fiend in Bray Wyatt when he debuted the Firefly Funhouse. That was great shit. Again, the guy was a creative genius. And then Alexa Bliss, Little Miss Bliss, turned heel and worked with Bray Wyatt in the Firefly Funhouse. She was like the female Abigail of his... I felt she was like the Abigail of the Firefly Funhouse. And that was awesome, having Alexa work with Bray. They did great work together, I thought. Then during the pandemic era, we had I'm trying to find it. I think it's called House of Horrors match. I'm trying to look it up. Anyways, it was against Randy Orton, I believe, when Randy, on an episode of SmackDown, I believe, went to like a shed or a little house and started digging up the floor. Like Abigail was buried under there, I think. And started digging up Abigail and burned and set the fucking barn or house on fire. That was good shit, I thought. Then they had a Firefly. Why can't I find it? I think it happened at Extreme Rules. This was before he teamed. Yeah, before he teamed with Broken Matt Hardy. Bray Wyatt. House of Horrors match where Bray defeated Randy Orton. And I thought that was entertaining as hell. That was like a cinematic matchup. You had to do cinematic stuff and different ideas during the pandemic because you had no fan reaction. I'm sorry, the fans on the Thunderdome screen, that was not a real reaction. That was just faces of a lot of ugly dudes. And overweight dudes with like 3 double chins on the Thunderdome screens. Few times I saw hot chicks, attractive women, but not often. Anyways. Yeah, House of Horrors match, I really loved it. Because it was different. And you had to be different during the pandemic era. Then after he teamed with Matt, or maybe it's still during the pandemic, I'm not sure. But Bray feuded with Braun. That was good shit. They had a cinematic match, I believe. I know it ended up in a swamp, or like a lake. And Braun thought he saw Alexa in the lake, or drowning, tried to save her, and then he was attacked, I think. So then, yeah, The Fiend, my goodness. Firefly Funhouse and The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, 2019 to 2021, where you had just great shit was created in the Firefly Funhouse. Buzzard the dinosaur, Abigail, Husky the pig, and what was the other one? Rambling Rabbit. Good shit. Absolutely good shit. So, the Firefly Funhouse segments became more sinister. Mr. McMahon, the puppet, is Vince McMahon, like an evil-looking puppet. He looked hilarious as a puppet. He appeared, he said, "This is such good shit." That was hilarious. And then, the Pandemic WrestleMania. I gotta find that. WrestleMania 36. So, again, The Fiend debuted at SummerSlam against Finn Balor. That was awesome. The Fiend then would appear and attack several Hall of Famers. Kurt Angle, Jerry Lawler, Kane, Mick Foley, applying the mandible claw on them. Trying to find out WrestleMania 36. Sadly, The Fiend lost to Goldberg at Super Showdown because they wanted to do Goldberg Roman at WrestleMania 36. So then The Fiend was confronted by returning John Cena. He challenged him to a match at WrestleMania 36. I thought it was going to be a match, not cinematic, but it was epic. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I thought it was hilarious. Funny as hell and just creative as hell against Cena at WrestleMania 36. I'm going to watch it back very soon. I thought it was good shit. So on the second night of WrestleMania 36, it was not a match. They faced off in a cinematic, surreal trip through their history, where Cena and Wyatt's history played out. Cena even came out in an NWO shirt because the guy would never turn heel. That was good shit. The Fiend then would defeat Cena in one of the Fiend's only victories at WrestleMania. Or it says The Fiend's first and only WrestleMania victory. So then after WrestleMania 36, he feuded with Braun Strowman, the new Universal Champion, where they had a Firefly Funhouse segment and the horror show at Extreme Rules. Bray Wyatt defeated Braun Strowman in a non-title match. It was called a Wyatt Swamp fight. Again, that was good shit, I thought. It was cinematic. Where Alexa Bliss appeared and Braun attacked her with a gorilla press. Or she held Bray. So, Bray Wyatt wrestled all the top guys. He was a top guy. He wrestled Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, John Cena, The Shield, Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, Undertaker. If you think about it, in his short time in WWE, Bray Wyatt did it all. He did a lot good for wrestling and his fans. He's creative as hell. Again, he was a creative genius. His return and final appearances, 2022 to 2023. September 2022, WWE began doing a virtual, viral social media campaign with the White Rabbit song by Jefferson Airplane at live events and during commercial breaks at television. where they play the song, all the fans would get their phones out. It was epic. It was so well done, with a QR code appearing. And QR code was hidden on many episodes of Raw and SmackDown, where they had all these little mini games and like a rabbit jumping around and digging a hole and then saying he's appearing at Extreme Rules. Extreme Rules, October 8th, 2022. At the end of the show, Bray Wyatt returned, accompanied by live action versions of the Firefly Funhouse characters. It was one of the greatest returns of all time, and one of the most creative and well done, I thought. How they had the spotlights going out, turning on the different Firefly Funhouse characters. That was absolutely incredible and so fun to watch. And so good. Anyways, the fans went absolutely insane when he returned. What one of the loudest pops I've heard watching it on TV. And my God, then he feuded with LA Knight. They had a match at Royal Rumble this year. He did wrestle this year at the Royal Rumble. One premium live event only, because then he got sick and he had to be off TV. But he did wrestle in 2023 at the Rumble and live events. And they had a match at the Rumble. It was, the crowd was dead for it, kind of, but it wasn't bad, I didn't think. It was just weird and odd that the lights turned out. It was called a pitch black match. So I guess that is the point of it. It's a Mountain Dew pitch black matchup. At the end, Uncle Howdy appeared and dove off a platform onto LA Knight, where an explosion happened. That was pretty damn cool, I thought. And then the Firefly Funhouse characters watched from atop the platform. That was also really cool. So then Bray started targeting Bobby Lashley, and he was going to face him at WrestleMania. But again, he couldn't. He got sick. He got COVID, and it really fucked his heart up. So, on August, I didn't know any of this. On August 19th, a couple of days ago, or a week ago, on August 19th, it was reported he was battling a life-threatening illness since February. I think it was COVID, or it was a heart problem. I don't know. And then he just died 5 days after that was reported. I think he was going to return unless he got sick again real fast. I'm not sure. But it was reported he's battling an illness since February is why he was gone. I don't know. I don't have a clue why he had a heart attack. It's just tragic. It's unbelievable that he passed away of a heart attack at 36. I'm sure it was his illness, his sickness that caused it, and the heart problems. Or it blocked his veins to the heart, or I don't know, or his valves to the heart it blocked. I don't know. I have a heart problem myself. I have been told by a doctor years ago I have 2 leaky heart valves. I don't know how long I'm going to live. I don't know how long I'm going to be here. but I'm still here. I'm on meds for my heart problem. They help because without the heart meds, I have a racing heartbeat nonstop. So I don't know how long I'll be here. Hopefully a long time. But that absolutely sucks to hear he had a heart problem or died of a heart attack. I know long-term COVID could take you out, and it can really damage your heart if you're not treated or if you don't get treated early enough. I know COVID damages the heart and can damage the mind too. So I'm very happy Bray was put in WWE 2K23. He was put in as his new character because through the video game at least, his legacy can live on. And you can play as the new Bray Wyatt, and you can play as Uncle Howdy. They were downloadable characters, I think, in July of this year. I have the game, so I have all the downloadable characters. I think Bray and Uncle Howdy were available in July. I think. Maybe June. I don't know. But Bray has 4 children. 2 kids with his ex-wife before they divorced in 2017. And then Bray started dating WWE announcer JoJo. And they had a son in May 2019. He was the godfather, actually, the godfather of Bray's son with JoJo. The godfather is Braun Strowman. And then he had a daughter born in May 2020. They became engaged in 2022. It was reported, I think, they were going to get married this year. Him and JoJo. Now I'm going to read about his death. Absolutely tragic. This is one of the hardest tribute shows I've ever had to do because I shouldn't have to do it and talk about a 36-year-old wrestler that was healthy and just set the wrestling world on fire and gave us a ton of great memories is gone. The only other... I don't like comparing, but this is all I have it to compare to. The other just absolute shocking, tragic death was Jay Briscoe. Because he was a young guy, around the same age as me. I think he's in his 30s also. But yeah, August 24th, it was announced by Triple H on Twitter X that Bray was dealing with illness since February. And according to reports just days before his death, he was making positive progress towards recovery. Shortly after his death, it was revealed the illness was COVID-19, which had messed up his heart. His pre-existing heart condition had really messed up and gave him a heart attack. And Triple H announced that he passed away. And I found out he passed away very oddly. I didn't find out he passed until like more than 3 hours later, because I had no power. I had a bad windstorm and lightning storm. But yeah, I didn't find out till like 10 at night. And it was announced, I think, in the afternoon or late afternoon. So, I don't know. Very strange how... Because I know internet. It's kind of like, I don't know, a higher power didn't want me to find out that Bray died. Because I got my power knocked out. But I did find out. Because on a phone of my brother's, he had Wi-Fi. But I did not on my phone. So just several wrestlers paid tribute to Bray on social media. Alexa Bliss, Seth Rollins, Miro, Big E, Mojo Rawlings on TMZ Sports on a video on YouTube. He talked about Bray. He said he was a great friend of his. And he showed a lot of... It was just sad. It's just all around sad. Mojo had a whole bunch of pictures of Bray that they were showing on TMZ Sports. His death is shaken. Absolutely shaken the wrestling business to its core. I will say, watching SmackDown and watching some wrestling last night did help me emotionally. It helped me feel a little bit better. And of course, watching old Bray Wyatt stuff from the Wyatt family, that will help me cope with it. It'll make me feel better. And watching old Terry Funk stuff and promos will help me also feel better. And I wish I wouldn't have to watch his stuff knowing he's not here anymore. I wish this never happened. I wish I never had to do this tribute. So, yeah, wrestlers from AEW, WWE, Impact Wrestling, New Japan all put out statements on his death and legacy. WWE plans to donate all of his merchandise to his family. And the SmackDown episode last night was honored and dedicated to Terry Funk and Bray Wyatt, who died a day apart. And there aired tributes and video package tribute on their careers and behind the scenes footage. I can't believe it. I don't think I'll ever believe it. It's hard to... It's like unimaginable. Not just hard to believe. It's like it is not real. Like, I don't know, when you watch his old stuff back, his old promos, matches, I still can't believe it's real. And he's gone. Yeah, it hit me. He's gone. As I said, I cried during his video tribute last night. It has hit me. I don't know. I think I want to block it out. I just want to block it out of my head that he's not gone. And he's just out of wrestling, or he's resting somewhere. I don't know where. I don't even know what the fuck the meaning of life is. I don't know why we're here. Why take out a 36-year-old guy? Why? Why was he taken? I understand COVID took him. But still, why? I don't know. I don't have those answers. When I know power, I was listening. I'll be back in a second. I gotta speak to someone. I just had to speak to my brother about something. Anyways. What's the meaning of life? I don't know. Why are we here? I don't know. I mean, I know how I got here. My mom and dad. But I just can't understand why Bray Wyatt was taken from us. It's tragic. It's horrible. I wish it was not true. God damn it. I wish it was just a nightmare in my head. Of course, I'll remember the good times and the matches, the promos, the memories he gave me. Of course, I'm going to do that. But I don't know. In my head, I just don't want to believe it. And, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Like, why am I here? And I don't know. Why didn't I die before Bray? In a tragic accident or something. I don't fucking know. Nobody knows. That's the scariest part. Nobody knows when you're gonna go. How you're gonna go. If I could be told how, I wouldn't want to know. I don't want to know. And I don't ever want to go. I fucking love life too much. And god damn it, I'm sure Bray loved his life. He loved his children, his family, his friends, his work. He loved entertaining a ton of fans around the world. Kurt Angle said, Bray Wyatt revolutionized the business. He really did. He had some amazing ideas and concepts that he did. He always kept the fans entertained. And Kurt said we're going to sorely miss Bray Wyatt. Booker T said he had tremendous respect and love for him and his family. We loved his presence, promos, and ring work in connection with the WWE universe. Here are some of his championships and accomplishments. Comeback Wrestler of the Year, 2019 by CBS Sports, FCW. Tag Team Champion 2 times with Bo Rotundo, his brother. New York Post said it was the best return in 2020 at Extreme Rules. Pro Wrestling Illustrated, Feud of the Year 2010. Nexus versus WWE Match of the Year 2014 with John Cena Last Man Standing at Payback. I'm going to have to watch that one. I forgot about that. Most Hated Wrestler of the Year 2010 is part of Nexus. He was number 6 on the top 500 wrestlers of the PWI 500 in 2014. 2019, somebody gave him a award for, I guess, the worst match versus Seth Rollins inside Hell in a Cell. That was not good. But it wasn't Bray's fault. It was a damn Fiend character in a stupid red light. just took the fans out of it. I don't know why, but it did. It was not good to have like an unstoppable character that could not be beaten, like covered in weapons, and there's no way to beat him, really, the Fiend. You couldn't really beat that supernatural type character. Best gimmick, Wrestling Observer newsletter. The best gimmick in 2013 as part of the Wyatt family. Best gimmick is a Fiend. I agree. Worst gimmick is Sister Abigail. I don't remember that in 2017. A lot of... What the fuck? Fuck you, Dave Meltzer. Whole bunch of worst feud. I disagree. It was not a good feud with Seth Rollins in 2019. That was not a good Bray Wyatt feud, but it wasn't his fault. I liked the Randy Orton feud in 2017. I liked the Braun feud in 2020. I liked Bray and Alexa feuding with Randy in 2021, but Dave Meltzer thinks it was the worst feud of the year. Worst worked match of the year. John Cena, I disagree at Extreme Rules. Fuck you, Dave Meltzer. You have never stepped in a ring. How can you call somebody's matches the worst? You've never been in the fucking ring. And if you were, you would have probably sucked. Or if you ever did, you would have sucked. Way worse than Bray Wyatt ever did. He never sucked in the ring. Fucking moron, Dave Meltzer. A guy that has never worked or wrestled has his 5-star rating system. Fuck him. He can take those 5 stars and shove them up his ass and get fucked with them. So, WWE Champion, 1 time. Universal Champion, 2 times. Raw Tag Team Champion with Matt Hardy. SmackDown Tag Team Champion with Randy Orton and Luke Harper. WWE Wrestler of the Year for 2019. So there it is, folks. All Bray Wyatt's titles. He's got to be put in the WWE Hall of Fame either in 2024 or 25. Have his whole family there to put him in. Just, please, WWE, make documentaries about Bray Wyatt and behind the scenes footage and his impact on the company and the business, because he set the business on fire with the Wyatt family and the Fiend. Bray Wyatt, he always trended for days, and the Fiend trended for days. Final thoughts. Bray, wherever you are, I hope you're in peace, not sick, not suffering anymore. I hope you have reunited. I gotta believe in my head, please. I hope I hope when you go, you get to see people that are gone and reunite with them. That's what I hope and wish. I'm not religious. I never will be a religious man. But I just want to think in my head that Bray Wyatt is reuniting with his brother, Brody Lee. That they're up there having a blast. that he's getting to see Terry Funk and all the wrestlers that have passed. Just rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. Thank you. Thank you, Bray, for all the memories, the promos, the matches, the Fiend, the Firefly Funhouse, the Eater of Worlds, the Wyatt family. Your return last year at Extreme Rules. Thank you, man. It was a pleasure and an honor to watch you. Rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. Gone way too fucking soon.